Welcome to Hustle to Hero. I'm with the lovely Jael Spooner, and we have spoken about the superpowers of having ADHD and dyslexia.
It's a gift, it's not a disability.
And we spoke about property, the gems of deal sourcing.
Call minimum 100 people a day.
You have been a businesswoman of the year.
It's overwhelming at this point because start a business from just an idea and within a year you get, Businesswoman of the Year award.
And also we spoke about the government. So stay tuned. Because I've got ADHD, but I'm unmedicated. I've never been on meds. So for me, I've had to.
Why would you need to? This is actually it's a gift. It's not a disability.
But so many people keep blaming, I've got ADHD, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it on Instagram. And I'm like thinking, you're just making excuses.
Yeah. And not tuning into what it is about you that's unique and that is an asset or a value in society. I mean, I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
So I had the same thing of like, I can't read, I can't write, I could never get a job. I could never get a job in like an office. I never felt like I was smart enough, good enough to even apply. But that made me creative and think of other ways to make money.
I think people use it too much as an excuse and use it as a disability. And then they cover it. And I'm probably going to get loads of comments in the section from you guys. And it's fine. It's okay, in my opinion. But I know with ADHD, it's a very fine line of coping mechanisms of drinking, for example.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've been there. Like I've drank so I could catch up with the dopamine because the alcohol, sugar, coffee, anything into the excess is the dopamine because we lack in dopamine, right?
Okay.
That's what it is. And also like the attention side. So you can be inattentive where I can go off sidetracking my own brain, like a tangent with another tangent. And then I'm into a whole vortex of thoughts.
Gosh.
Silently in my brain, because my brain's like, it's like Grand National in my head.
Really? Really? Is that how it is?
I'm like, that's in my brain, right? So for me to
very high energy.
I'm like, and then I'm so impulsive and I'm like, shit, oh my God, what am I doing? But that makes it in my superpower because when it comes to like critical decision, I'm like, yep, do this.
Yeah.
I'm very demanding.
You can channel the energy.
And then other things like, Jem, what do you want to eat tonight? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where did you pick keys? I don't know. And that's a typical thing, like keys, birthdays. I'm awful.
I am terrible with that is a dyslexic thing as well. Honestly, and I've been recently getting in major trouble with forgetting special days. And I'm like, I don't even know if I can remember ever. I need an AI assistant at this point to remember all the dates because I will not actually be able to remember everybody's special day.
I think it's just more what's going on because you're in the property game.
Yeah.
And you've got your wealth creator, so congratulations. How long's that been running on for now?
It's been about 15 months now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's roll it back, Jael. Let's talk about a bit of property.
Sure.
So we're going to, because was you an interior designer before that or graphic designer?
So I started my journey in commercial property and I would I was a general manager of a club in the West End called Runway.
No.
And I helped with the interior design at that stage. And then I had a club in the City of London in Liverpool Street. And that was called Dollhouse. And I helped with the interior there, but I also opened my own cafe attached to it called Dolly's Cafe. And where I've really done a lot of interior was Dollhouse Lagos. And so I went to Lagos and opened a club in Lagos, officially my first official club. And then I opened Tunnel London, which is still open to the day. It's our 10th year anniversary in October.
Nice.
Yes.
You can take me once my daughter is born.
Yes, absolutely.
She's born in September, so we got
perfect. Well, it's my I'm going to be having my birthday. I'm having my birthday there. Oh yeah, but you'll be fully You'll be the 29th of August. You'll be fully.
We'll be fine.
You'll be a ball at that point.
Bounce me
Trust
about.
me, you will be. If you're anything like I was, you definitely will be. But yeah, so that my interior design like came from my rooms, my bedrooms, just doing stuff and just loving those things. So it's never been like a career choice, but it's like, okay, I love this and I'm an artist and I like to express myself, and I'm discovering that more and more through my property journey, which is great.
And that, because you know when you say about being dyslexic and you've had to learn other ways.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to talk about that a bit more,
Yeah.
because not many people. I know people who are dyslexic and they do suffer from self-esteem issues. And you do, because you think, I can't do this. Like everyone does A, B, and C that way, and they think it's only that way.
Yeah.
And they don't have really. I wouldn't say. I mean, I think that. Do they have the resources to find those other methods that work for them? Especially in a catch-22 when you're in a corporate background, like when I worked for Peroni, for example, right, for Asahi, and I had to do a lot of masking with my ADHD, so I would mask you. So in terms of that,
you'd copy then and just do this, imitate.
Yeah. So communication. So for example, I'd be like, oh, absolutely, yeah, yoga, and I do yoga, so I would do that. But
that's now a skill though, because that's probably why you're a presenter, why you can do podcasts, speak to people, have that personality to get into people's psyche because of those traits, because having to mimic into different personalities.
It's like being a chameleon, like, and that's the thing, because it's so many layers. And then when I worked for Samsung, I had to be one way.
Yeah,
you know, I had to be. It's because it's a Korean company, the culture as well, you have to understand, and it's very corporate, like very, very corporate. I had to. It's not sort of speak when spoken to and just do the work, you know, very much like that. And I had to shut down, do my spreadsheet.
That must have felt like prison.
Oh, absolutely.
Inside your spirit.
Like
I need to show myself.
It's like
be myself.
I didn't want to show too much because then I couldn't rein it back in.
But that's amazing that you had that awareness though, because some people with ADHD don't even have that awareness, nor even the ability to control it.
Yeah. I think, Joe, what is after so many years of practicing and going on yoga retreats. This year's my first year without being on a yoga retreat with our daughter, but where I was like being more self-aware, and like I know I couldn't be like that in a corporate place. I couldn't, so I had to adapt myself, change, become one of them people who's doing absolutely well in sales or a national account manager. I had to become like them, replicate. I'm thinking, I analyse them, thinking, right, what do? Right, they speak like this.
Wow.
Right, they do the marketing, they do the presentation. So I replicate everything what they do, and I bounce it back into my way, but with my style.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to do after I graduated uni.
Yeah.
And then my mum has always said to me, you know, you can't be like how you are in a corporate place.
Yeah.
And that was always like instilled. So and then it's only now, like being in the property game, I feel more free. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, certainly being dyslexic and being a young girl and being dyslexic, my mum used to call me Did You Daydream, because I'd kind of just be in my own world, walking around. I mean, I traveled a lot when I was growing up, so my personality really formed from traveling around the world as a young girl living in, you know, places like Kenya, Nairobi, Mombasa.
Yeah, I saw that, because you lived in like how many countries did you live?
Ghana, Ethiopia, loads. But by the time I was 8 or 9, I lived in like probably about 6 different countries, and I spoke fluent Swahili. I spoke fluent Fenty, which is a Ghanaian language. So I didn't know I was dyslexic, but in school I was diagnosed, and I think for my mum more than anything, she was like, "Oh, it makes sense." Like, I didn't know. I was just in my own head. I didn't know. But what I did know is my little sister was really good at. She could spell and write and do all these things at like 5, and then they would like, ask me to spell a word, and I'd be like, I have no idea. I had no concept of like how to even put these things together. But the primary school was really supportive. Like they would take me out of class and they would do extra work. They knew I liked poetry. But I mean, I remember in like secondary school, I was like doing my exam and I was literally like, how does anyone know the answer? Like, I don't even know how. First of all, I can't even read the question. And then second of all, like, how does anyone know this? Like, I just didn't understand how you could write an answer. Where did they get the answer from? I just didn't know. So I leaned heavily on things like the way I look, the way I like perform in arts, dancing, drama. I got A star in drama. I got, B in dance. I got C in music. So like they were my best grades and my best chance. I used to talk to my mum and she would write down my homework for me for years. And honestly, until I was 22, I really couldn't read. But then I started working in a club and I became I became a head waitress and I had to send emails.
Mm.
And I remember, my boss at the time was like, you can't spell, you can't, write. But I was like, well, I'm just explaining what it is. And then one of the ladies that I worked with was really mean to me. And she was like, she's just dumb. And that was something that was always a massive thing for me because kids used to say, she's dumb.
Mm.
So I think a lot of my journey, even to this day, is like proving that I'm worth more than what I was defined at when I was younger. And, even in work, when that lady would, say she's just dumb, she can never be, a manager. I just kept on pushing the boundaries and I made sure I served the most customers. I, made sure everyone was in line, that everything was in place, that everything was. I was managing at the age of 22. I was managing like 15 staff, and using my character and personality to like, and bring in authority, having to manage like security in the West End that were like in their 40s. And I'm there with my pop socks, coarser hair and a Mohican, demanding that they respect what I'm saying. So, and, the lady ended up getting fired who, was really mean to me.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up taking her job and then becoming an assistant general manager. And by the time I was 23, I was a general manager in the West End, running the club runway. I think that I definitely went back to school.
Mm-hmm.
Went back to do my A-levels in English, did English literature. That was a massive help because for a dyslexic mind, it had only just developed enough at that age of 25, 26 to understand grammar, to understand all those things. My brain wasn't developed. I felt like my brain wasn't developed enough when I was 15, when I was 10 to understand what the teachers were trying to teach. But in my 20s, and that's why anyone that is dyslexic and you are in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, now go back to school, now go back and learn, because now your brain, your understanding is there. So you'll be able to get those skills. Don't just give up on your adolescence, because I think that was too early for our type of brain. You can self-teach.
100%. Like with schools, with me, I found it so regimented. And with my ADHD, I got diagnosed when I was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
But back then, they didn't have all the studies for girls. They had ADHD for boys.
Yeah.
And so when I got diagnosed, I think it was like 2005. Yeah, it must be about 2005, 2006. And they had all these studies for boys, like boys are hyperactive, they interrupt, and there wasn't much really for girls. There wasn't much. There wasn't many case studies for it. Except for like you got ADHD, you daydream a lot, and that was it. You can either go on these meds or those.
And from young, they were suggesting meds.
Yeah, of course.
What?
Yeah, for concentration levels.
That's terrible though.
I know.
It's not actually.
I've never been medicated, so that's why I've been so lucky. Like with
good.
my mum's never put me on meds. She's like,
why would you do?
She's like, but you're academic, and I am academic.
No,
when I want to be.
Exactly.
It's when I want to be.
Or you'd get it done really quickly.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time you're messing about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah. My partner would even say this. He goes, you can do a week's worth of work in 3 days.
Yeah.
And that's because I feel the pressure.
What a super
bang, 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 bang. Like that's how, like when we started our business, I was like, oh right, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Set it up, do the branding, bang, go out, see agents, start building the relationships, because I felt the pressure was on me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this sort of sense of this euphoria, and I'm like, right, bro. Burnout. There we go. Give me a 2-week burnout stage, and recuperate. I die, go to sleep eventually, and then I do the whole burnout stage again. So it's like a whole cycle.
That's amazing.
Thank you for watching another episode on Hustle to Heroes. Please like, subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you want to watch next. Also, join my mailing list for property deals. Click the link below in description. Now back to the episode.
You've learnt the rhythm of it.
Oh, I've had to. I had to.
No, it's a superpower though. You put it into the right direction.
I mean, sometimes I go in aimlessly. Like I'm like a jellyfish with sometimes only half of my tentacle, but morphing into a shark with one fin, you know?
Welcome to your mind.
This is my mind. I'm like half time I'm floating, but I'm trying to guide through the water with a shark fin, you know? So I'm like a combination of both.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you're floating. I get you.
You get it?
Sometimes you're floating.
I've got great
and then other times you're getting there.
I'm getting there. I know what direction. I'm like that. But this is how my mind works.
That's the issue. That's the issue.
Yeah.
You've got this energy that you could go, but sometimes you could just get into a world of its own.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All the time.
Wow, interesting.
I said to Brad, I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna do something today. And he's like, right, are you sure today's the day? And I'm like, I think so. I think so, because now I've got into like a schedule, when we spoke about earlier before these were on, about cold showers. So every morning that's my structure. Cold shower, bang, sort my day out, have a coffee, have a porridge, and then I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm like a cannon.
Yeah.
Firing with my lightsaber.
Yes.
That's me. So now I'll have to get into a structure. Our daughter's coming along, but now I know her. Oh, she's different. Now I know her schedule. I'm like trying to implement my schedule and her schedule.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very hard because I am great. I am fantastic for 3 weeks for staying on schedule.
Yeah.
How are you like? Like, what are you like being on schedule?
Well, I think you've probably experienced what I'm like on schedule already.
Overbook. Just like burnout. I need 2 days to die.
Just like, yeah. Do you know, I'm not a schedule person. I mean, I'm routined, obviously, because of my son. So yes, I am very routine orientated because of my son. I want to make sure that he's in bed at a certain time because I've got Zoom meetings in the evening and I've got to mentor people until like 12 o'clock at night and, you know, up in the morning and get him ready and go to the gym. And, you know, yes, I like to be like clockwork when I am in my schedule. So, but now I'm having to reevaluate everything. Obviously, summer's coming. He's not, you know, going to be in school. So, you know, you've got the whole new system that I have to put into place. And also we're as a business now expanding more on our kind of sort of branding and marketing and stuff. That's going to require different elements of new beginnings or new schedules. So I'm not too rigid of a person because I need to be like an elastic band, not even an elastic band. I just need to be able to expand, you know, and with that expansion comes it can't be too rigid.
Like a marshmallow.
Like a what
You're just gonna have to get the creative. This is like, I'm like, oh, expand like a marshmallow.
Do marshmallows expand?
If you put loads of them and melt them together over a thing, you could just make a cluster.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like a marshmallow. like popcorn. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. You could expand like a popcorn.
Like expand like. So yeah, just having room to expand. I'm not too regimented about it, because you never know. You get a call and it's like, let's do a podcast, and then you've got to be able to be a bit
massively
lucrative as an entrepreneur. Like if you're working a 9 to 5, it's easy to just be.
Oh, it's so easy to be regimented.
It's so easy.
It's like, get up at this time, go to the gym, 9 to 5, I'm working.
I wouldn't survive.
But you've worked in West End, so how did you survive then?
I worked weekends.
Oh.
I was a waitress.
Yeah.
And then a general manager that was like a waitress / general manager.
Yeah.
I could.
And you worked weekends?
Yeah.
Oh, because when I did waitressing, I was working like Monday to Friday.
No, it's a club, so it's all about popping champagne. You've got
the champagne.
Yeah, exactly. Your tips will last you a week.
Oh, yeah, not in our area. I have to work.
Yeah.
I'm working Monday to Friday and Sunday plus doing a pub job.
No, you get your money over the weekend.
Oh, that's all right.
And I never had that. I mean, I used to work in like retail.
Oh yeah, we've been there as well.
Yeah.
I think everyone's done retail.
Yeah.
It's the start of that.
It's a nightmare.
It is. Oh God.
Like a cage bird, I just couldn't handle.
Especially like toxic people.
Yeah.
In retail. God.
Yeah. It's so restricting. Standing behind a counter. I feel that the same way about office jobs though. I don't have the character for it. I can't sit down in a space and not be myself.
Honestly, that's what I struggled with. I always do really well for the first 9 months of my job because it's new, it's exciting. I've got so much to learn. Bang, bang, bang. Especially when I'm in sales.
Yes.
I'll smash my sales target. Absolutely. Smash everyone out the water.
Yeah, of course you do.
And then dopamine's gone and I'm like, I'm hating my job. And then I can't stand people and I'm just, my tolerance goes from there to there quickly.
And you have to get to know people in a way and know, like, it's like school. And I don't, I love human beings, but I don't want, I don't want to be told what I'm going to do with my day. And I don't like people that are with me all the time if you're not my vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't want to be around you every day if you're not my vibe. And I'm the type of person that people don't always take to me in those types of environments. They don't understand me.
No, I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know what? My people-pleasing days are completely...
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, exactly. It's like,
completely...
At this point,
you don't pay my bills. I'm so over.
Couldn't care less.
Yes, honestly, it's like a weight off my shoulder. But in my 20s, again,
I know.
I used to be like...
The good girl.
Be like, oh yeah,
be the good girl.
I could do anything for you.
Let me just lie on the floor. Why don't you just walk over me and
I'm carpet.
dust your feet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dust them, stamp on it,
But
whatever.
I feel like every woman has this issue. Most, like 99% of women have this princess, be a good girl kind of mindset. And it's like, I read this book called Women That Run With Wolves. And honestly, it's about dying to the good girl and allowing the wild woman to rise up. And I think it's such a powerful book because what it actually showed me at the time when I was being this good girl was I had to go through almost like a death, really.
It's an ego death. It's like one of those. It's not an ego death, but it's one of those character deaths that you have with your
you're
past
nice,
self.
You're nice, and the world is not nice. The world is wild. People are wild. Animals are wild. People are wild. No one is nice. Everyone's got both good and evil inside of them, right? And so wanting to constantly be nice is actually doing away with that wild instinct inside of you that says boundaries. No, you're not going to talk to me like that. No, you're not going to. I don't want to do it. That's not who I was. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. And I'd burn myself up. And then I would be not appreciated or even mocked and taken the piss out of for being that nice person. And then again, I want you to like me. I want you to like me. And actually, when that version of myself died and this version of myself came out, I couldn't be more happier. And I have friends and family that are like, you used to be this person. I'm like, yeah, mourn her death, bitch. She's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Celebration.
I'm reborn into a new version of myself, whether you like it.
100%.
I don't care. I'm not going to dim my light.
Honestly, everyone's like, Jen, you're so ruthless. I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm tired, okay?
Yeah.
I am tired. I'm not going to sit there. If I don't agree with something, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. Why should I?
Yeah.
My freedom of speech. I know the government wants to control us in our speech. And I'm not going to be controlled. And we're going to say a few things. I'm going to say a few things. I'm going to get into some rabbit holes.
Let's go.
The government, fluoride, 5G, trails.
To name a few.
Processed food. Human DNA and methods. Did you see that? It's all that.
I've heard about it all, darling. Don't worry. And not just McDonald's.
I know, it's all chains, Burger King, KFC.
Sometimes even our normal stores and mincemeat and things like that.
Mincemeat, yes. See, that's why I've been very, you go to a power shop now. And I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. I do go to a farm shop.
This is one of the reasons, one of the key reasons why I dedicate my life to focusing on building wealth. Because if you're broke, they can feed you anything. They can feed you what they feed freaking pigs.
Yeah.
Because to them, you're just cattle, right? You need to become wealthy. You need to build wealth. At this point, it's quite up there with freaking oxygen and water. And it's so that you can have a better quality of life, so that you can actually eat actual meat.
But did you see what they're trying to do about the water?
I'm hearing about this water thing. What's going on with the water, for God's sake?
Poison in the water, so it could be contaminated.
For what?
For what? Or
to kill people.
Yeah, to kill people again. Apparently there's a new COVID variant. The WHO had another meeting in Davos with the new COVID strain for 2025. And I was like, oh, here we go. And then they're going to whack the mRNA injection in the chickens.
I don't like chicken.
I do like a good old chicken goujon. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
But I like making my own chicken goujons. Or a chicken pie. Love a pie.
Just go Whole Foods. They won't do it in their chicken.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go to the farm shop.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the bova and the cows, haven't you?
No.
What, so they've been stabbing the cows with the bova.
What's bova?
Bova's this, it's this chemical, like, from my understanding, it's for them to produce less methane. So they put it in their food, and it said it's not toxic or anything. But on the news, this guy was like, yeah, it's quite toxic. He's in a white suit, like hazmat,
covered up,
like a proper minion.
Tiny bit.
Like the whole thing as well, like all barely covered. I was like, oh my God. And it's for them to produce less gas and everything. And I'm thinking, they're like, oh, the FDA has approved this. I'm thinking FDA has proved so
much stuff that they shouldn't even improve. I don't know what's going on with them. They're losing their bloody mind at this point.
Well, it's all controlled, isn't it? It's all controlled by the WHO.
Yeah.
The WHOies. World. Horrid. What could the O be? Could be. Well, it's already organisation. Could be. World. Horrid. Give me something.
I have no idea. I think organisation was good enough.
Probably just going to keep it World Horrid Organisation instead of World Health. It's going to be World Horrid Organisation. And people need to start talking about it, seriously. Like, because with this brick card, have you seen this digital ID card?
So it's like going towards like the whole chip thing in the human body, which they say is the mark of the beast and all things like that.
It is, yeah.
100%. But you know what? I just think we are living in a circus at this point.
We are.
And but you know, we can see it as a negative, or we can say, you know what, let me just in experience it. I mean, you know, my mum finds it quite entertaining at this point. She's like, as soon as this whole AI things come into play and all this stuff, she's like, right, I'm just grabbing a bag of popcorn and I just want to see this all unfold, because at this point we have no control over what happens and what everybody's got this freedom to create whatever they want to create. And there's this whole concept of, you know, people being controlled and what is reality. I mean, at this point, you just have to.
Are we in reality?
I mean, we could be a form of AI ourselves. We don't know. They've made actually this game where actually the characters are in a world and they're conscious. They're going to be conscious.
Oh, it's like that Avatar. When they put
Exactly.
you in the...
They're conscious,
Chips,
so
yeah.
they will never know that we'll be essentially what they'll be praying to. So we honestly don't know. It's a mind fuck. It's, you know.
It is. Do you know what the biggest mindfuck is? Is what the Japanese scientists have created. And I was flabbergasted. And it takes a lot to flabbergast me.
What have they created?
An artificial womb to grow a baby.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I mean, I was like, God damn.
I watched a documentary. It disappeared off the ethos.
No, what's it called?
It was called How to Make a Human. And I used to watch it when I was about 14, 15 on BBC. I think it was BBC or Channel 3. And I, you know, when we used to only have 5 channels. Obviously expressing my age right now. And honest to God, yeah, well, and most of them are. And you know, they used to put all these different animal DNA like in the baby, and it used to create, you know, they said that humans might be able to swim underwater. And
That's what they did in China. So what they've done, they've
stuff.
actually made a hybrid. The Japanese scientists got like consent from the government. Obviously, they had to terminate this embryo, but they've actually put part animal and human embryo now, guys. It is happening. People think I'm talking rubbish. Just need to literally dive in and don't be blind to it all.
Just look at Star Wars as a prediction of the future. Because honestly, I genuinely think now, you know, if you look at everyone's changing their body now, there will be a point where someone's like, I want to have crocodile skin. I want to have, and then the next thing you know, all these kind of aliens that we've been predicting is actually us. And next thing you know, we've got ginormous people and all these different things. It could actually end up being Star Wars, where people live on different planets,
and we could live underwater,
and all this fantasy. It might be a full circle because everyone says in the past there were mermaids, there were half animal, half human. There were, well, maybe it's a round robin. Maybe it's our time that created all those things.
You wouldn't,
Who knows?
You don't know.
Allow your imagination to.
Well, that's what's saying about the jellyfish and the shark.
I hit you. That's why I got it.
So you
took me a minute.
You're like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
And it's like my imagination is so out there.
No, I love. But you're a creative.
Well, I get earworms as well. So I get like random songs playing in my head.
Yeah,
and
it's not literal earworms.
No. It's like my musical earworms.
Oh, nice.
So I start singing like, right, what did I do the other day? It's Lionel Richie, My Destiny. Just came in like a jukebox in my head. It's like, this is what we're going to listen to. And I have the words and I just start singing them. And Brad's like, where's that come from?
Yeah.
I'm like, I've just got it out. I just need to.
Let it, I need to sing it because it's there. It has to come out of my mouth.
You have that.
I do, but not in the same way. But you're making me understand my brother so much more because he's got ADHD. Yeah, but he's a DJ and like, you know, he's just like, I mean, you can't, everybody has a name. You know, everybody has a name. So like, he'll call someone Spenny Malloy. He'll call someone, he's always creating some kind of name for everyone. So all the nephews, they all have names, you know?
So I rebirthed you in my phone, not as Jael.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? So something else.
Yeah, of course it is.
Stop.
I rebrand everyone.
Yeah.
In my, like, even my mum. She's not mum, she's called Janice.
Wow.
Daddy's Del Boy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Brother's called Stingy Shit. You know, I rebrand.
Yeah. I've got my names for you. Yeah. That's I mean, it's interesting.
Do you rebrand people?
No.
Oh, okay. You still
No.
names.
I barely know their names. I
remember.
I barely. That's
you.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's my problem. I don't remember the names. Yeah. So we're almost not on the other side of the spectrum. I would say I would say dyslexia is on the other spectrum of autism. But autism and ADHD are quite close and have similar traits.
Yeah.
Autism, very intricate thinkers, very detailed thinkers.
the opposite of dyslexic. It's the
Mm.
opposite. We're like, okay, you're looking into the atoms,
Mm.
whereas I'm seeing the full bigger picture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sort of
Yeah.
thing. So it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to communicate.
But with autism, they're very regimental.
Yes.
They're extremely, if their plan is not that plan,
Oh, they can't. They
can't.
can't. They can't.
with
Yeah.
me, I have no plan.
No. It's completely. It's different.
It is.
It's totally
like
different.
my friend, he's got autism but ADHD, so it's autism ADHD.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm inattentive but hyperactive at the same time. Okay, but I'm not autistic ADHD. I'm just
No, you're not. You're
no,
ADHD.
I'm ADHD.
Yeah.
But he's got autism ADHD.
Yeah.
So with him, if his schedule can be flexible, but then dies, then doesn't commit, and then he'll just go introverted.
Yeah. No, they
It's very
they struggle. It's like I can't.
But then you've got the ADHD side with his hyperactivity, and
that's a cocktail.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
He was a beatboxer. What's he? A beatboxy boo boo.
Yeah.
British not champions, finalist.
Wow.
And he's sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Jamie.
But hi, Jamie. This is what's amazing, though. I think these disabilities need to be rebranded,
100%,
re-identified, and actually being defined as a superpower. It's a superpower. It's not a disability. And actually, going back to your point earlier on when you said people that work for a 9 to 5 or have that kind of, a normal, we don't fit into their box. But you know what? Obviously I'm a mentor and I mentor people and how to build wealth in property. And anyone that comes to me that's really educated in a really good job, I always say to them, now let it go. Because the more intelligent you are, the more you're sold this kind of they have been, a lot of the time they have been sold the worst. Because they were told they were really good in school. They were told that they're normal. They were told that they would get a really good job. They were told the 9 to 5 lie. And I've had so many mentees say to me, Jael, we were told a dream. I'm 50 and I've done all of this. And it was a freaking lie. It was a lie. I still don't have any money.
Yeah, but they're perfect slaves. It's indoctrination.
Exactly.
It's indoctrination.
So us that fell out of the out of the box.
Oh yeah.
Actually, we were made to feel like we weren't good enough, but actually, we are the ones that 40% of self-made millionaires are dyslexic.
I know.
But then 70% of, apparently, don't quote me, people in jail are dyslexic. So it's like, at the end of the day, this is a superpower, but you can't allow the world to define who you are. You need to know it's not a dyslexic, it's a superlexic. You know what I mean? Or some kind of other definition, because the 9 to 5ers, they are too scared to think outside the box simply because they've always been told they're good in the box.
And that's the thing, it's very, I call it slave entrapment.
Yeah,
it is.
It's modern day slavery.
Of course it is.
Slavery by choice.
Slavery by choice.
But
then you're indoctrinated by being in school. You homeschool your child, don't you? Your boy.
I have just started going down that road. Yeah, just started going down that road.
But I just see it because, me and my partner, we've been speaking about it. They're like, oh, homeschool, you need socialisation, in the schools, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, if you're homeschooled, don't get told off to when to talk. You can't have to sit down in silence. You're not sitting down for 8 hours a day in a classroom looking at the time, learning about Pythagoras theorem. What you're going to do with that, I don't know. And
also, at the end of the day,
and also the syllabus. I'm going to go on a bit of a rant now. I'm going on a rant. Okay, guys, we should know about this. 100 genders.
Oh my God, I can't even. Seriously, I'm too old school for this.
I'm just like, 100 genders. They're teaching this, and I sent a.
They're teaching it.
Yeah, they are. So I sent this reel. to a few people actually, and it was like this boy, he's in secondary school, okay, and he's like, yeah, we're getting taught there's 100 genders. He spoke out against it. He said, no, there's only
2.
exactly that, 2, and he got put into isolation for that. And this is what they're teaching in schools about. Yep, you can identify somebody
As a tree.
yeah, something like that actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
But you're not a tree. Let's just be honest.
I'm identified as a tree now, so I need to go outside.
A tree. You are born with either. Let me just, guys, shout out to all the Gen Zs. You're born as a man or a woman. You either have a penis or a vagina. If you choose to change it in your life, that's fine. That doesn't change what you were born as.
Do you still, even if you change this, there's still only 2 genders.
That exactly. So you're either going to change into a girl or change into a guy.
Yeah.
There's 2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's just tell the truth at this point, because
I mean, scientifically proven, there's only 2 chromosomes. There's an XX and an XY. I mean, where is this?
in every living being,
Even animals. There's like exactly. Like, even animals, there's only a man and a female,
yeah.
right? Where is this 98 other genders come from? And I found it really upsetting for this boy and his mate to get being put into isolation because they didn't believe in it. But there's 98 other genders. What is this?
It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Honestly, it really is. It doesn't even make an ounce of sense.
No.
At all. But, there's an agenda, there's an objective. And look, to be honest, this has been happening a long time before this, and I could see it coming. I could see it when Gaga brought out Born This Way. I could see it. Yeah. I saw it
with the symbolism and everything.
Remember when Will Smith and Jada Pinkett swapped their kids' names over, made Willow after the boy and Jaden after the girl, after the mum, and so switched over. And it's not surprising that Willow now does sort of lesbian videos, and Jaden is apparently part gay.
Yeah, but Jaden,
it's all very intentional.
But I heard, right, and this is quite sickening, like, because what did he do? He emancipated himself from his family, didn't he?
Did he?
Jaden, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, and then he was crying because he rang up the police about Will.
No.
Yeah. Did he freak parties?
Oh my God, I can't even cope with Hollywood. Honest to God, they are
I was like,
a whole next level of.
But the video got taken down of him. Yeah.
Well, that was a whole back in the day when we used to watch conspiracy. I mean, I don't watch all that stuff anymore, but when I was younger and into it, I used to watch all those conspiracy theory things, and yeah, it's all very much.
Is it a conspiracy? Is it a conspiracy theory?
Well, it's kind of just an agenda, isn't it, at this point? But there was pre-launches. Even when you think about Beyonce's song with Lady Gaga, Telephone.
Yeah.
Telephone. If you listen to the words, we didn't have iPhone then. But if you listen to the words, it's so birthed this whole genre. So it's all been preempted.
Yeah, but Rockefeller also changed the frequency of music, hence why
bringing it more low
vibrational. Yeah, and that's why when Michael Jackson tried and buy his share from Sony, he tried to reprogram everything at 440 hertz because 446 hertz is I think it might be the other way around, so don't take me on it, but either way, the messages, the frequency of the music now is quite low vibrational.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, I am gonna confess, and I'll let you know my thing. When I was 22, gave my life to Christ. I speak to God, connect with God every day. I believe that I'm a vessel for God. God lives through me. So it's all pre-written, it's all very much going to the ways of the world. It's said that, the person who governs the world and the ways of the world and the music
is that negative force. You know what I mean? So it's all very clear when you have that stillness and you know who you serve, that you know you serve integrity, that you know you serve virtue, that you know that regardless, like, you know, why have I chosen Christ in my life? Well, simply because I don't know the truth. I wasn't born, you know, 2000 years ago. I didn't see Christ myself. I have no idea what is true, what is not true. But what I do know is true is this. The reason why I've chosen Christ is because whenever I read about him, his words, I always see myself, the way that he was raw and a teacher and a leader. And, you know, he was such an amazing example of a human being in manifestation. And what I love about Christ is the logo is the heart. It's all about your heart. It's all about having compassion. And that for me is like a big deal, to have compassion and to have love and to say that, listen, I'm not anything. It's God, the creator. That is everything. I'm just a vessel. I live my life by that. And then when I think about the most, and this is the biggest reason why I've chosen the Christ consciousness, the biggest way that the only person that I would happily run in front of a bullet for, I would run with my arms open and tears running down my face. I will happily run in front of a bullet for my son. Nobody else. If it was my brothers and sisters, I'll be looking left, I'll be looking right. Like, someone's got to go. I don't know who it is. If it was my mum, I'm like, you had your time, okay? You know, but my son, I would run in front of that bullet with no questions asked. And so what is the deepest extent of love? For me, it's the fact that there's this person that has, even if it's a story, died because of me or for me, and he doesn't even know me. That's how much he loves me. So that type of love that I feel from Christ is what I reside in every single day. So when I see the ways of the world, it's just a movie. It's not, as long as I'm standing up as that light, as long as I'm able to give people love and hope and strength, you know, then at the end of the day, everything else is just those souls that are going to have their karmic, you know, and does anyone even exist outside of myself? How do I know? How do I know if you exist right now? I only know that I exist. I'm not in your body. You could be anything. I could be anything to you. I only know that I exist. And because of that, I don't know if these people are souls or if they're just
the reptiles.
Or aliens, or
yeah,
I don't know. All I know is me. And that's why when Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror, change yourself. Look at yourself. Take accountability for what you do and how you come across. In that, everything in your life will be whatever it's going to be. But your soul, when you die, what are you dying with? Because you can't take it with you.
No, but your soul lives on forever.
Exactly.
It does.
It does. We all feel it. That's why we feel ageless.
I don't know about that. I mean, I feel a bit creepy.
You're pregnant. It's normal. I feel like my hips no, you're pregnant. Don't worry, you're fine.
I'll snap it back.
Well, snap is a great word.
Oh.
How old are you?
32.
You're 32. Yeah. So you'll snappish, but you got to go in.
Cheers, babe.
Sorry, just letting you know.
Thanks.
Life changes.
Life changes. It's all right.
It never looks quite the same.
I'm about to prepare myself then.
Yeah, get to the gym. Get to the gym. Trust me.
So with your property journey, because I remember when I spoke to you this weekend, you're doing a HMO. Was you doing a HMO?
I've got lots of HMOs, yeah.
Yeah. Is it all based up north?
All over the country. So
nice.
yeah, so specialise in HMO. Specialise in every strategy, to be honest. Lease options, deal sourcing, HMOs, rent to rents, service accommodations, BRRs. Done them all. Love them all. But there is a way to build wealth, and the way that I teach it with my mentees is really guiding people
onto understanding that all those strategies aren't actually singular. They're one. They're one business. And when you understand that they're one business, you stop just dabbling into the small bare minimums and you realize that there's actually a pathway and a goal, and you create wealth through using some of the simpler strategies to get you to wealth. Because let's get it right, property is a low barrier of entry, right? You don't have to be that intelligent. You don't have to be highly educated. You don't have to have any money to get started. All you've got to have is the audacity to believe that you can, the right education, definitely the right mentor and guidance, and you know, and in the end, really good credit. Not at the beginning, but in the end, really good credit. Credit is very important in the property industry, but that doesn't require extra brain cells. It just means that you're a bit more disciplined with your expenditure. So the way that we have for everybody that's on my program and everybody that is being mentored by me every single week.
Wow.
Every week I mentor my mentees.
Yeah, because Sarah told me.
And they show up
Yeah.
every single week for 6 months. Their success is guaranteed. We have like 100% success rate for everybody that plays full out. And it's overwhelming at this point, because start a business from just an idea and within a year you get, you know, Businesswoman of the Year award.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
you know,
amazing.
And
Women of colour as well.
yes.
You know, I think I think we need to highlight that.
Definitely, 100%. But we have to be the example, you know. And I a lot of my students are women of color. A lot, you know, it's a high percentage, and it's wonderful. And they range between 18 to 65.
It's lovely.
Really lovely.
Such a nice community as well.
It's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. We were together yesterday, and everyone just gets, you know, they cry. They're like, finally, there's somebody that, and I feel like from like my racial perspective, because property never used to be so open to everybody.
No.
When I first went networking, it really was like white English men, or Asian men, and like I would be the only black woman there. You'd get a few like African black women, because they're very very business orientated, but no one from the manor, no one from the ends, no one from where I'm from.
You're representing,
I'm
folks.
representing West London finest. Shout out to freaking West London. But you know, no one was from my world there. And so now when I speak to so many of the women and men that are in Wealth Creators, they're like, I love you because you are from where I'm from. You're from the council flats. You're from the, you know, you've got a slight twang to your accent. You can come in, you know, a little bit uncouth, not so prestige, and a little bit ghetto fab. I love that. And it's like, I don't want to change myself simply because I know I'm representing my people. And for my people, and for those people that come from the manor, come from the hood, come from just the council life, or even not, you know, just maybe are coloured, simply.
And working class.
Oh, working class.
So shout out to the working class, because I am.
Working class.
You know?
100%. Exactly.
Working
that,
class.
which doesn't even, exactly. And even look, middle class at this point is now becoming a working class.
It is, yeah.
At this point. So all of them, it's like, okay, you've like taken the key and you've actually become master at knowing how to make money in property. And now I'm sharing it with them. They're learning. I've got students that are 19 raising £75,000. I have students that are 23 buying their first ever HMO. I have 65-year-olds securing rent to rent, making them passive income of £1,500 each deal. Like people that have gone and spent £25,000 in their education have joined me and are finally like, I actually understand what's going on. in this industry. And that for me is one of the most fulfilling things that I've ever experienced in my life. It's so fulfilling. It's so enriching to have.
It's also giving back though, because you've got to a point when you're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Now, multi-millionaire, won the awards.
Yes.
Okay, you have a very high profile. Done absolutely fucking fantastic, though.
Thank you.
You've actually slayed it.
Thanks, babe.
And that's not Beyonce's slay, it's Jemna's slay. Okay.
Yes.
That's the Virgo's slay, right? But you've done so well, and giving back. Like, it's all about giving back.
It is.
This
is the fun part. This is the part that I enjoy. And I think that if it was just like giving back but not seeing results, you might question yourself. When the results are there and you're seeing your students become empowered. I've had students that have been in domestic violent relationships have come to me crying, and last month kicked the shit out of their abuser. And like walked in empowered and strengthened because they didn't know they were good enough. Because it's not just about building wealth. This is the problem. People go and invest in their education, but they don't realize that it's actually their psyche. It's actually their emotional makeup. Whatever you've gone through in your life is what's going to define your success.
Massively.
So I'm massive on showing people that anything is possible. That as long as you see it in the mind, you can feel it in your hand. That if you ask for it, if you truly take action towards it, it's guaranteed that you're going to get it. And the conviction that I put into them, because I'm convicted, they start winning. They start making money. I have a student yesterday. She's been on the program for 10 days. She's made £9,000.
That is amazing.
Shout out to Deborah.
Go on, Deborah. Well done, Deborah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deal sourcing.
That
is amazing.
She's 24.
What did she sell? HMOs? Was it rent-to-rent deals?
Two rent to HMOs, one rent to SA.
Wow.
Yeah. She's done bespoke. So one of them is bespoke. They want a rent to HMO. Then she's sold another rent to HMO. And then she's done a rent to SA.
That is amazing.
10 days.
That is amazing.
And it would have been 12, but she gave a refund. And I was like, how dare you give a refund?
Dare you? 14-day calling period.
Find another deal.
Get the money in the bank.
Get the money, keep it in the bank.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant.
I'm going to come to one of your events.
You have to.
I am.
You do. We've got one tomorrow.
Have you?
Yeah. Well. Damn you, Brad. I'm joking. Happy birthday, Brad.
She means it. Where is it?
Maidavale in the Marriott Hotel.
What time?
So don't worry, we've got loads next month.
Yeah, maybe
we've got loads in July. We've got like 3. Have you built your investors list?
Doing that.
Okay, cool. What are you doing to build your investors list?
This.
Okay, cool. Amazing. So, have you got access to thousands of people that you can like call?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you sure? Think about it.
Have I got access? Well, yeah, in the academy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I can just
Have you called them?
No.
Right. So, this is how you build your investors list.
Okay.
You guys are going to get a little bit of free. This is what I teach. So, lap it up. Call minimum 100 people a day.
Okay.
And tell them, don't say, oh, I'm a deal sourcer. No one wants to hear a deal sourcer. No one likes deal sourcers, right? Just give them a call. Say, hey, I noticed that we're on the same WhatsApp group together. What are you looking for in the property industry? What is it that you're looking for? Now, they're going to say to you, shut up, get off my phone, or they're going to not answer or whatever. But one person's going to say, you know what, I'm actually looking for a BRR. Amazing. Do you want to tell me a little bit about how much you're looking to invest, where you're looking to invest? Write it down, right? There's this method that I've called the 3 pillars of value. It's gold dust. I teach it. I created it. I created it because I learned so much about the industry from experience. Education can only take you so far. Right? The 70% is actually the practical. The way I assess people when it comes to deal sourcing, as I say this, because people don't know what they want. They don't know. They've got money, but they don't know. So you've got to educate them and say to them, well, are you looking to purchase and benefit from the first pillar, which is capital appreciation? Do you want to just buy and hold? Because some people just want to buy and hold. They just want to put their money into something, hold off, and be paid later.
Yeah.
The second question is, would you like cash flow, the second pillar? Are you looking for something that's cash flow orientated? Because if you buy something where you can buy and hold, but you're also benefiting from cash flow, you're now thinking, well, he's either going to want an SA or HMO, a cash flowing asset. And the third thing I'll ask them is, are you looking for conversion? Do you want to do modification? Do you want to add value to an asset? Now you know they want to do a full-on BRR. Now, as a deal sourcer, to master the property industry, all you need is those three things. To master the property industry, all you need is to buy in an area with good capital appreciation, buy an asset that gives you cash flow, and add equity to the asset through conversion, right? Once you've mastered that, you master the industry, okay? So when you're vetting your clients, when you're having a conversation with them, all you're doing is just getting them on your mailing list. Now, the problem that people have is they don't have any investors. You've got such an amazing personality that actually will be really easy. And if you channel that ADHD energy focused on calling, man, you could call 1,000 people in less than 2 weeks and have 250 people on your mailing list. Now, take the dominant thing that they want. Okay, 100 of them want rent to HMOs. And the rest want other things. But most of them want rent to HMO. Just look for that specific thing. The problem with deal sources is they start to look for every type of deal randomly, and all they'll find a deal, send it out and expect it to sell. And it doesn't. You've got to build rapport. Deal sourcing is a step in the direction of raising finance. Once you become a great deal sourcer, you'll become you'll be great at raising private finance. And that is how you start to navigate yourself to building wealth in the property industry. Some people I've sold deals to have given me £50,000 to £100,000 because they trust me and because I've built that relationship and that rapport with them. With what I've told you, the most I've ever made in deal sourcing in a week was £45,000.
Blimey.
Because of my investors list. So if you're going to take anything away, take that away.
This is golden.
It is golden.
It is golden.
It is.
This is truly golden.
It's the secret. Don't tell it.
This is just going to go out in there.
Yeah. To thousands of people.
Yes. I don't.
No.
This is what you get on the...
This is a part. There's so much more. This is a part of it. And this is why we get quick results. I'm not into like long-winded months and months and months of... I just give it to them straight. I teach the whole property industry in 3 days.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, that's my type of like brain function.
Just get to the point.
Love that.
Boom. And then it's like, whoop, okay, we know. Yep, let's go.
I love that.
And most of it is mentorship. That's what people need. The guidance, the motivation.
So, Jael, after your wonderful deal sourcing as well, so thank you so much for being on the Hustle to Hero show.
No worries.
Especially dropping that, because that is golden nuggets.
I'm here to drop nuggets.
Dropping nuggets.
We're wealthy.
A little wealth creator.
Exactly.
What would you like to do for final thoughts?
I think final thoughts is, for anybody out there that is looking to get into property, absolutely find yourself a mentor that is not just specializing in one strategy. I think one of the things that I've seen in the industry is there's a lot of people who are having a mentor that's just a renter or having a mentor that's just a deal sourcer. And honestly, it's a fallacy, okay? You can become the world's biggest renter. You can be the world's biggest deal sourcer, but let's get it right. It is a lot of work. If you want to be a massive deal sourcer and you want to be a massive renter, you're essentially an estate agent. Right? So, but if you want to build wealth in the property industry, you really want to make sure that you're going
from one level to another level. So you want to put together what I call the blueprint. I've actually created a blueprint that allows people to start building wealth from scratch, from nothing, and using all of the smaller, more easier strategies to get to a point of being wealthy. The whole objective in the property industry is to buy a freaking house. I'm sorry, if you are a renter, you're a renter. If you're a deal sourcer, you're a deal sourcer. You're not a property investor. A property entrepreneur is someone that actually owns assets as well as manages them. Okay. If you want to build wealth in property, you need equity, my darling. You need to own assets because those assets are going to increase in value and therefore you're going to increase in value. Okay. Everybody knows money shrinks itself every 10 years. All right. So your mindset should always be, how do I get from A to B to freaking Z? How do I get there? And the way to get there is never do the same thing twice. I hear so many people having loads of serviced accommodations. I've got 12 serviced accommodations. Well, how's that going for you? Where are you putting your money? Are you not putting your money into something that is asset wealth? All right. You want to do bigger every time. If you've done a 6-bedroom, do a 10-bedroom. If you've done a 10-bedroom, do an 18. If you do an 18, do a block of flats. That's how you become wealthy in the industry. So listen, if you want to know more about me and what I do, go to thewealthcreators.co.uk. You're welcome to come to any of my events. I do a masterclass. It's free. It's in the Marriott Hotel. And it allows for you to really understand all of the strategies in the property industry. And if you want to move forward and you want a mentorship and you need someone to hold you accountable, I'm not gentle, I'm not nice, I'm not the sweet gal. I'm hardcore, I'm disciplined, and I'm going to hold you accountable, but you're going to get results. So if you want results and you want to make sure that you start to make money in this industry, holler at your girl. You know what I mean? Absolutely holler at your girl. Or find somebody that matches your energy.
Yeah.
Because everybody's different. Not everybody's for me, right? No matter what you need, no matter what, educate yourself and find a mentor. Sorry, billionaires have mentors. Millionaires have mentors. Stop being in this poverty mindset of saying, oh, I don't want a mentor because I'm spending money. Yeah, you need to spend money to make money. You need to put yourself in the room, in the environment. Unfortunately, the school system has failed a lot of people. If you get a degree these days, for the most part, it's going to land you a job in McDonald's.
There you go for the final thoughts.
So get yourself a mentor.
There you go. Then that's the problem. People don't want to pay. They don't want to invest in themselves and they complain about.
That's your business.
Hustle.
That's your
hustle.
business. One thing I will say, right? Why do I want to build wealth? Because I want to protect the Jael of tomorrow. When I'm 75, I will still look the same. But when I'm 85 or 95, right, and I'm old, I'm not going to have this same energy anymore. I'm going to be old. And guess what's going to freaking bury me? My freaking money. Because guess what? It's expensive to bury a person these days.
It is, yeah.
I ain't leaving my kids with no debt.
No.
So get started now. I don't care how old you are. Get started. Save yourself. Be your own hero.
Well, there you go. I love that. It's very sharp. Very
Yes.
right on there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway. We're going to have to do the JJ trip.
I know, we're over it, but we're going to wrap it up. Let's
Anyway, thank you for tuning. If you like this channel or like this content, it's not all about property. I'm being very versatile. Please like, comment and subscribe and also join my mailing list. Thank you.